So I've decided to create a full business plan for a cafe as my senior project, mainly for two reasons. One is that I really like coffee and I really like cafes. Since I started high school, I've found myself drinking more and more coffee, often to keep me awake while I do last-minute studying for a test. But I've really grown to enjoy just being inside a cafe and just being able to experience the atmosphere that a good cafe can provide. It's just a really relaxing and soothing place to just study or read a book. So I really wanted to do something with coffee and cafes as part of my senior project. The second reason I decided to do a business plan is really because I like business. It's what I plan to major in college, and it's really what I plan to choose as my career in the future when I go off after I graduate. Part of the thing that really draws me towards business is the freedom that I have to try out any ideas that just come to my mind, which is why I want to create a business plan as my senior project. It's the freedom that I have to just be able to try new things, that I want to create this plan to experience the business world through the eyes of an entrepreneur. However, this is going to be a very ambitious project. It's a lot of work, and I understand that, but in order to get some of my questions about creating a business plan that I still don't understand, such as picking a location for my cafe, I've scheduled an interview with Victor Kim, one of the co-founders of No Thai, a Thai restaurant chain actually local here to Ann Arbor. Victor opened No Thai with his partners back in 2005, and he's seen a great amount of success since the first restaurant's opening, and I feel he could really teach me a great deal about what I want to know, especially when it comes to creating a business plan, as he's done so before, as he's written a plan before. So Victor's a great guy, and I know that I can really learn a lot from him, and I really can't wait to meet him.
So this is Victor Kim, one of the co-founders of the restaurant No Thai, a restaurant actually local to the Ann Arbor area.
I think a lot of it was thought up as we went along. There's a lot that you don't know. I started a business. None of us had done it before. None of us had started a restaurant from scratch. So I think we tried to organize and tried to formulate as much as we could do to create like a plan of who we are, what we're going to do, create a brand, create a logo. We jumped through all those hoops, but in the end, I wrote up a business plan. It probably was no more than 6-7 pages at the beginning, but I think it really captured the gist of what we were trying to accomplish. So, do you need a 50-page business plan or 100-page business plan to necessarily succeed? No, you could succeed with one that's a lot less. But yeah, a lot of it is figuring things out as you go. Nobody can know everything before you start. You head down any path. So you always have to be able and willing to adjust as new things come up, as challenges come your way. Well, cost is a factor, and I think the high rents in Ann Arbor scare a lot of people off. But for me, I had gone to undergrad here. I had walked the streets of Ann Arbor and kind of knew where the hot spots were and where the dead spots were. And so we had been looking for something that was really close to campus, preferably on like the main conduits like South University or State Street. And it's about location, especially restaurants. It could be one block off from a really busy area, and it completely failed. You're just one block away. So when it came down to it, we were looking around, and we found a location on Williams, which was not too far from campus, and we fell in love with the place. We thought it was great, and then we didn't get it. And it was crushing, but we kept looking, we kept persisting. We found the location we first started out on South University, and it was expensive. Per square foot, but we knew it was worth it because we knew that students would come, and it was a busy part of town. We didn't know how busy it was going to be, and you figure those things out, but we figure paying the high rents if the location is really nice is worth it.
All right. That's all the questions I have. So thanks, Victor, and I guess good luck with starting the new restaurant.
Okay, thanks a lot, Max.
So this is what I have gotten done in The Sims 3. I used The Sims 3 to sort of to model what my cafe would actually look like, the interior, if I were to actually go with purchasing it. So the dimensions do seem a bit large, but that is because I used actual dimensions that I got from the realtor company in the listing, and I did a one-to-one representation, one block being 1 square foot, and it turned out that it was not a very realistic representation, and everything seems a bit large, but that's okay. This is only a visual, and it was only meant to sort of demonstrate how I would decorate my cafe. So the atmosphere of a cafe is really important, and the way I want to do it is, since my cafe would be generally dealing with students at the U of M, as well as a whole range of people, but mostly students from the U of M, and doctors and aspiring doctors from the medical schools and the nursing schools. I made the large focus on my cafe into very casual sitting. This whole area here is really just for people who would like to sit down and enjoy their beverage while, say, working on their laptops or just reading a book in the newspaper, just relaxing. This area is generally for that. It's very straightforward. I did also, though, include an area for actual relaxation. I mean, a cafe is for relaxing, and I do have sofas and tables here, just in case people would like to actually sit down on something that is not hardwood. So the wallpaper I used is also to set the atmosphere of the cafe. It's a very light and sort of it's a bright wallpaper, and it's also got that brown coloring, so it also is sort of represents a cafe. Coffee is largely what we'll be serving. So the kitchen is down here. I designed it to be rather close to the entrance so people can just walk in and order. You can see here I've sort of gotten my kitchen appliances lined up, sort of 3 coffee makers to represent the actual machines that I would be using, cabinets and sinks, refrigerators and everything. So that was pretty easy, and that's what I would imagine the kitchen or the food preparation area of my cafe would look like. And then over here we've got the 2 bathrooms, which would be designated male and female, and they're really simple. It's just a couple of stalls. The male bathroom might have a few urinals, but let's not get into that. And then just some sinks and some artwork scattered around the building, just to give customers something to look at. After months of hard work, my business plan has finally been completed. Looking back at it, it was exactly the way I wanted it to be, the experience that I had imagined it to be. I was able to do everything that I wanted, from actually envisioning and designing my cafe through The Sims 3, to networking with people that I've never networked before, including realtors and actual entrepreneurs. Um, I really learned a lot of things about myself and about the business designing process through this whole project, and there's nothing I would really want to change about it. If anything, I'd like to give myself more time so I could maybe do more with it. I would have really liked to be able to interview some of the people around the area that I had chosen for, potentially for my location, for my cafe, and see what people in the area would have thought about actually having a cafe open there. But what it is what it is, and I do believe that I've completed the business plan to the best of my potential, and I really had a great time.